We sent them British
these
food
fools, they
by
think
pretending...
they're eating good French food, but it's British food in disguise.
Oh, I bet they do, don't they?
Oh,
They're like,
oh no!
Oh,
We've deceived
oh, gee,
them.
I sure love this full French breakfast with the sausages and the beans. That's really something.
Yeah.
And the guy behind's going, ha 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 ha.
Cockney snickering behind the bar.
Okay. You know what? My life hasn't been interesting enough to have any banter. Oh no. There's exactly one banter, but I really need Nick to be here for it because it was.
Oh my god!
There's
a
really
single conditional banter.
I have since we last recorded, which was like a month ago. One entertaining thing has happened to me, and
I'm so sorry.
I know, right? And I kind of want to tell Nick it.
All right, yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it.
Okay.
Yeah,
he might listen to the episode. I don't want to tell him yet. I was at a party and something amusing and Nick-shaped happened.
Okay.
I'll leave it there. Remind me next time to tell Nick about the party.
All
right. Has anything happened to you interesting in the last month that we can make a banter out of?
Yeah, I've started my pilot lessons.
Oh, of course, yeah. You're learning to fly.
I am learning to fly.
God, you're really showing us up as this month has been uneventful. I'm doing a lot of overtime at work. I went to a party once and that's it. What about you, Grace? I'm learning to fly.
I'm learning to fly a fucking plane. I've also the proud owner and restoring a sword from the 18th century.
And you bought swords.
Which is very cool. Yeah, I'm really happy. I can now duel people. What else? Oh yeah, I've come back from a beer festival, so I'm a bit fucking hangover.
A little bit hungover.
But that was quite good. Yeah, there was a drunk guy who was like just being a menace. So like I distracted him while one of my workmates like hid one of his flip-flops. And so he's just spent the rest of the party wandering around looking for his fucking shoe. He just just one of his shoes.
Nice.
So yeah, retribution.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember much else that happened that night, but then again I did drink an awful lot.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well, no. Let's see. What else did I do this month?
I mean, learning to fly is the big one.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's quite fun. That it's surprisingly easy. It's easier than a car.
Really?
Yeah, once you're up in the air, yeah.
I was gonna say there's a whole extra dimension to it.
Oh yeah, you got to look up.
Like you've got to go up
left,
and down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no like road signs or markings.
No, your lanes are essentially how high you are, and then you've got to make sure there's nothing around you. And also, there was a point I almost got too close to an airbase.
Yeah, that's unwise.
Yeah, and the instructor was like, "Yeah, I think we need to stay away from them, or they're going to escort us down and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, all right." So, otherwise, yeah, it was quite good. And problem is, I was with this old school guy, and he was just like, "Yeah, I don't believe in like coddling students, so I'm just going to tell you what to do, and you're going to do it." I was like, "Oh fuck."
Oh. No.
So yeah, I spent it was quite hair raising, not knowing what I was doing and expecting to do it. But yeah, I it was like I like a sink or swim mentality. Rather fly or drop, and I was like, oh my god.
And you definitely didn't drop. Not intentionally.
Well, no, not intentionally. There was a bit where he was like, okay, we want to pull the did he call it the clutch or the thrust? Either way, had
Throttle?
to pull it to throttle.
Yeah,
That's
see? I know things.
I know what it looks like, I just can't remember what it's called. Pull the throttle. He didn't say pull the throttle, he just said put us up to 230 RPM. And so I was like, alright. And I put it down to 1000 while we were 3 feet up in the air.
That seems fast.
No, it's slow. It was so slow we fell out of the sky.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
I think it's
and then
today's...
he was like, other way! And I was like, you know? Yeah, and so I'll never put that the wrong way again. And he was like, yeah, you're not going to make that mistake again, are you? And, I'm like, proper sweat on going, no, I won't. It's like, see, that's why I'm the best teacher there is. I was like, alright, cheers, mate. And he was like, so when are you coming back? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna think about it for a bit.
So, dumb question that I've just been thinking this whole time. Do you get little L plates?
No.
Oh, that's
No,
disappointing.
it's a dual-controlled plane.
I mean, that makes sense.
Which
Wait,
is nice.
aren't all planes dual control?
I don't know.
I think they are.
I'd assume so.
Because when you're in films, there's always the co-pilot, and he's also got controls. So I think all planes are dual control, just in case.
This plane I was driving, I'm pretty sure it was made in like the 70s.
Okay, a lot of the best stuff is.
Yeah, but it's fucking old, mate.
But that's fine.
It's like the comms don't work on it properly, and there's like a crank bar for you to turn one of the bits of the plane. So you can,
are the
stay
windows a
level.
crank turn as well?
No, they're clips. They're not even electric or nothing. You just pull a pin round and a little bit opens.
Oh, that's even worse than wind up down windows.
And and what's really good is that the tanks are on the wings, and so every half an hour you've got to swap tanks over, or else you'll be lopsided weight-wise.
Oh, I see.
And then if you run, apparently, I was like, so what happens if you run out of fuel when you're up here? And he's like, well, if you don't have any fuel up here, you descend. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, because the propeller won't
I'm
go
aware of
anywhere.
that gravity. Yep.
Yeah, gravity happens. And I was like, okay, but what do you do if you run out, but you have a jerry can up here or something? And I was like, oh, well, that's easy. You get out onto the wing and you unscrew it.
Which
you just lean really far out the window.
Oh god.
Just put a bit in. But the thing is, there's only one door that opens on the other side. The other one is just so you can stick your arm out.
Oh, like a
It doesn't
trucker,
open.
where you can lean on it strategically.
No.
Well, you don't do the trucker lean on the...
No, you can't get your shoulder out the window on the other side. It's only one side you can put fuel in if you're in midair. And you're not supposed to do that.
That's disappointing. Oh well. Well, I'm glad we did Plane Talk with Nick not here. Nick is not here, incidentally. Welcome to the Shipping Forecast, everyone. Oh well. It's fine. He'll have other things. Yeah, welcome to the Shipping Forecast, everyone. I'm James. Joining me is Grace.
Hello.
And Nick is out today doing a job interview, I believe. So good luck to Nick.
Yes, good luck, Nick.
This may still go out while we're in the Pride season. No, it won't. I've just looked at the timings. But we're still recording this during Pride Month, and we did say we'd manage 2 Pride episodes this month. So we're gonna deliver on our promise from last time we did an episode, and we're gonna talk about not just doomed yaoi, but saving doomed yaoi, because we had this conversation a while back now. I'm trying to remember what exactly we said. But the idea was that we were going to look for Fix, essentially. Like, yaoi that has redeemed itself, I guess.
Yeah, I think Fix is right. I mean, we've all...
Let's call it Fix It.
A good... I mean, that's what the fandom calls it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Tell you what, is it worth us looking at just the Fix It fic tag?
Yeah, we can do. I mean, AO3 is like the home of Fix.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot in there.
Let's be real for a minute. If we had a show where we got our way, there'd be little room for fan fiction.
Yeah, I feel like the strongest motivator, not just for fan fiction, but all writing on the internet, is that someone did something you disagree with.
Yes.
Be it a show you're watching, or a Reddit comment, or anything you've seen on the internet that you disagree with. That is the primary motivator to go to your keyboard and type out something, either how you would do it, or indeed a Fix It fic. So, yeah, we could talk about it in that angle. I mean, the original plan was we were going to look at yaoi ships that we wanted to see get together but haven't. We could still look at it in that way. But maybe we filter that through the Fix It fic tag.
Yeah, I don't really mind.
That sounds good. Okay, in that case, I'm going to start by posing you a question. One that I don't have an answer
Okay.
to myself. Which couple, out of all fandoms and media that you've seen, do you disagree with the ending for the most? Who would you want to fix? Who do you want to get together that didn't?
Good Omens.
Yes.
It's my hardest
Oh,
one.
damn.
Fucking...
They're currently in
when
limbo.
When he said... But I'm not even gonna go... No, I can't. It's too traumatic. I can't even repeat what Aziraphale
I
said.
forgive you.
Fucking...
I think.
Stop! It's too much. It's too soon. It's so fucking badly written.
Yeah, it's
Crowley deserves better.
The whole thing is made 10 times worse now we know that Neil Gaiman's a piece of shit and we're not getting a season 3 completely.
It's devastating.
Yeah. Now they're just out there, having smooched and fallen apart, and Crowley's in messy breakup limbo forever.
You know what this is?
What?
This is them confirming Purgatory.
Yeah, Purgatory's real, because Crowley's in it right now. For sure.
They have invented fucking Purgatory in the show.
I guess he's super hell as well.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, you can't... Sorry, not super hell. Turbo hell. Forgive me.
Oh.
Yeah, he's sort of in turbo hell at this point. And you know what? If I'd seen Supernatural, I'd probably agree that turbo hell is something I'd write Fics about. I'm also just curious, is there a turbo hell tag? I'm not seeing it. It's not coming up.
Maybe the authors knew better than to entertain that BS.
Yeah, there's only one work with oh wait. No, there's only one with turbo hell on it. I guess most of the writers stick to Castiel and Dean, and then write around Turbo Hell. Even though so many shows have a Turbo Hell at this point. Because Doctor Who did it recently.
What?
Good Omens
Did they?
Yeah, the most recent one. They Turbo Helled the Doctor's boyfriend.
Oh, Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue.
The guy who showed up, what, once? Twice?
He showed up twice. The second time was him calling the Doctor from hell to say, by the way, I'm in hell. Here's a hint to solve this puzzle. Then gets cut off during the words I love you, and then we're never going to see him again. Spoilers for Doctor Who, incidentally.
That's just bad writing.
Oh, yeah, that's also true, but...
That is wank.
First gay Doctor, and he was turbo-held.
I'm sorry, but I genuinely feel like the people who are in charge of the Doctor Who team are being woke because they have to, like, fucking tick boxes, but are genuinely phobic of everything.
You said Russell T Davies is a gay man.
Well, he should fucking do better.
I know,
then,
right? I think I said that last episode, yeah. It's even worse when you factor that in.
Are you sure he doesn't hate gay people as well as being gay? Because it's fucking feeling that way.
I can't read his mind. I don't want to speak to how he feels, to be honest. But I know how I feel about Doctor Who right now. I'm sorry to go back on that tangent.
Maybe he just doesn't like Doctor Who.
That would be unusual, but...
Maybe he's actually trying to sabotage
tank it. It explains some of the writing from last time.
I mean, honestly, I could believe it, because it's been going on so long. I feel like everyone is saying, just let it die, and he's like, yeah, I'll make it die, but I need to convince the execs first.
Let me kill it. I brought it back, and I will destroy it.
Yeah, it's like... I don't know, it's like the execs are like trying to resuscitate this corpse and Russell T Davies is hacking it to pieces while I stick the IV line in it.
And,
you know what I mean?
And Moffat's just in the corner going, no, I can do it, just give me 10 more years. I can make this work. And Russell's going, stop, it's already dead.
Just stop it.
I can see it.
Yeah. It's like we just saw the boardroom meeting, really, isn't it? Just back then.
That's heartbreaking.
I know.
Fix it fic for Doctor Who as well. Might be nice.
Thing is, though, right?
We'd be here all year if we did that,
No, I'm just saying, Doctor Who, would you rather it died, and it came back in 30 years' time with good writing? Or would you rather it carried on producing content as it is right now, hoping that maybe it'll get good?
Great question, and I don't have an answer.
I'm picking 30 years.
I don't know if I'd want 30 years. Maybe 10.
What was the time range between the old Doctor Who and the
About
version of
10
Doctor Who?
years. Let me
Alright,
look
we'll
that
give
up.
it 10.
Let me look that up.
I say we go halfway and say 15.
There was the movie in 1999. That was the first attempt to revive it, and then then Christopher Eccleston happened 5 years later. So realistically, it's only 5 years, but it wasn't on as TV.
Yeah, the movie was trash. So
The movie was, how dare you? I loved the movie.
I loved the movie, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, wow, it's trash.
So my favorite Doctor, my favorite TARDIS design, it honks in every other way. It was originally cancelled in 1989.
Right. Oh well.
So, oh god, math is hard.
90s.
16
Might as
years.
well be 90s.
16 years it was off.
So, 15 years might be the magic number.
Okay, you want it to sleep for 15 years and then come back with someone else.
Yeah, because then we'll miss it. And then when we come back, we'll be not only more forgiving of it, but they'll have actually had time to want to make it work.
That could work. Yeah, get some fresh ideas in there. I think it just needs fresh writing talent, to be honest.
Yeah.
But who knows? We'll see. It's not up to us. It's up to the BBC.
Yeah, and I think if my fucking council tax is going to start going towards the BBC, which it will be now, I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making TV licenses mandatory, and they're going to do it through the fucking council tax. So the higher your council tax
rubbish.
band, the more you pay. It is rubbish, but it's real.
I get that they need to replace the TV license, but that's not the way to do it.
You don't need to replace a TV license.
I personally think I would replace it with a subscription model, to be honest. Like, treat it like Netflix.
Yeah.
There you go.
But no one would subscribe to it. Not that many people, anyway.
Maybe more people would. I don't know. Either way, I don't like the TV license, man. There's a better way to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, British problems.
Oh, no, TM.
Well, I would fix not only Doctor Who, but the way the BBC makes money.
Yeah. That's doomed yaoi, that is.
That is... The BBC is not doomed yaoi.
It might as well be.
It may as well be, because that's its main export with Sherlock and Doctor Who and all that.
Yeah, Sherlock was another one it fucked up royally, innit?
Yeah.
They had all the, there's modern times, there's an adaptation of the old stuff. They weren't even using the old writing that much anymore anyway. They could have branched off and given the people what they wanted, but they just queer-baited all the way through.
Exactly.
And it was insulting.
To the point where I saw the fans went mental. Like, they were convinced there was a secret good 4th episode to the final series.
Oh no.
It was weird.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it was so bad that they were like, no, surely there's another episode coming that fixes this ending and addresses this. And it just didn't happen.
Wow. That just shows how badly they let the fans down.
Yeah, that was a mess.
So bad, the fandom went into fucking denial.
Saying that, would you want Fix It, Fic Yaoi of John and Sherlock? Because I'm not sure I would.
Well, I'm not a fan of the series. I think there are loads of people out there who need it.
There are plenty that need it.
Like...
And I have no doubt that's out there, and I have no doubt it's very popular. I'm not sure I ship them. I think they work better as friends.
Yeah. I personally don't like Sherlock as a character. I don't know why, I just never really got on with him.
I mean, he is a bit douchey.
Yeah, I know he's supposed to be.
Yeah,
he's
I get you. And potentially a bad autistic representation.
Yes. If he was ever called that.
I don't think they ever confirm it, but he's meant to be like that, isn't he? Whereas his special interest is solving cases, and there's things he doesn't know, but he does know all the details about solving crimes and things.
I saw a post recently on Tumblr saying, this takes a socially dismissive character and goes, yes, you must be trans, or yes, you must be autistic,
okay,
or
yeah.
yes,
I guess I'm
you must
doing
be
that.
this. air race, and like, and no, but like, loads of people do that because it's like, you know, if you're just slightly different, there must be like a label that goes with it or a reason why. And I find it quite interesting. It's not a slap or anything. It's just an observation.
No, I get what you mean. Yeah, there might be some projection there.
I do that. I see a character that's not quite fitting in with other people. I go, okay, maybe he's like this, or maybe there's a reason for that. No, it could just be completely.
I certainly think there's times where actors play into it, though.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking specific. The one that really stood out to me as that was the Fantastic Beasts films. Eddie Redmayne's, yeah. Like, I was watching him act, and he was deliberately avoiding eye contact with everyone, and I was like, you're doing this as like a autism-coded thing. But, yeah, I think sometimes actors play into it, is what I mean.
Yeah, he does strike me as someone who's autistic, just like the interest in what he has in the thing, and like, yeah, as you said, the lack of eye contact. But then again, I've not read what he's supposed to be like or anything like that, so I don't know how to comment on him.
I'm not sure there is a full
it's interesting
book on him. But something that did just occur to me, thinking about Sherlock Holmes, all the stories are fix-it-fix in a way. Because Arthur Conan Doyle wanted Sherlock Holmes dead. Because he no one hates Sherlock Holmes as much as Arthur Conan Doyle. I remember reading his he's definitely quoted saying, if the one thing I remembered for is Sherlock Holmes, I'll be devastated.
Oh, he must be rolling in his grave.
Or something along those lines. Yeah, like, no one is rolling in his grave harder than Arthur Conan Doyle, because he did not want this.
I think we should hook him up to the grid, just the
he would, wouldn't he? Infinite power. Arthur Conan Doyle's rage.
The UK has discovered perpetual energy. The secret, a dead man.
Rage of a dead man. Yeah,
Fucking
I could see it.
See, that would be a good way to, like, then your council tax to the BBC would then make sense, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Because you're essentially paying for your electricity at the same time.
And just think, for every time someone writes Sherlock Holmes in a story where he's still alive, Arthur Conan Doyle gets angrier by the minute.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
It's a bit gruesome thinking of a corpse.
And not just fan fiction, but also adaptations and stories and anything like that. He is getting filled with rage every time.
He fucking...
Yeah.
When that French guy did it, it was just like, oh my god, you bastard.
Exactly. Arsène Lupin's story. I can't remember who wrote that. Yes. I just remember Sherlock Holmes was his copyright dodge, and I love that so much.
So good. Oh, there's an angry Englishman shouting at me. Better just...
Copyright law! What is that? I will change the name by moving 2 letters around.
I'm going to make him even angrier. by doing exactly what he said, but not in the way he wanted.
I feel like France invented malicious compliance, and I'm glad they did. I'm so proud of them for it.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like enough time has passed since the 100 Years' War that I can like.
Oh yeah, no. Dare I say it? The French are occasionally,
as an Englishman.
Dare I say it? The French are occasionally better than us, because
no, I think they are. Yeah.
I'm sure I've shown you the protest barbecue.
The thing is, we used to do protest barbecues.
Oh, but they've got it down to a fine art. Like, they mount the barbecue. For those who haven't seen it, during French strikes and protests, they have a special barbecue that mounts to the tram lines in Paris, and you just wheel it along with the protest, so there's always someone grilling with you. So if you fancy a hot dog or a burger or some other kind of food,
a fucking burger.
then the strike has you covered because someone's grilling and they're moving with you. It's a stroke of genius. I would say the pinnacle of French technology. And
you know, a lot of barbecues have wheels on.
Well, I like it.
I'm just saying. The thing is, if I ever go to a protest, I will be bringing the barbecue.
That's a good idea.
I just need to make sure the rest of the protesters are bringing some sausages. Because, like, I'm not forking out for coal and barbecue.
I mean, you can get the...
And I'm not feeding an entire protest.
No, I was going to say we could get the disposable ones. But...
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what would really be a good investment is just renting, like, a kebab van. And just going along with the protest.
No, then you need a license.
Oh, shit, yeah.
The police would arrest you for selling food without license.
Shit. Okay, we need to talk to someone with a kebab van.
That's why you need a stealth barbecue. So you can just ditch it and run.
There's a van outside your work that does kebabs and similar, right?
They're licensed.
Exactly, yeah. I know. I'm saying message them about coming to the next protest that's out there and just serving.
Yeah, could do.
Make a fortune.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've strayed off. We've moved away from God.
Bring it back.
Fix it, fix. Let's do it.
Yes.
I want to see who is being fixed the most, first of all. Oh, I should not have been surprised about the most kudos Fix It Fic.
Who is it?
By kudos, it is Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I can't believe I forgot about those two.
50,000 in the kudos.
50,000?
Sorry, 47,000, but close enough.
Oh, yeah.
That is The Shape of Me Will Always Be You by Miss Disoriental. It is Will's POV, rough sex, bottom Hannibal. Oh, both of them are both top and bottom.
Oh, they're switches.
We have top Hannibal, top Will, but also bottom Hannibal, bottom Will.
Oh, nice.
And it has been translated into multiple languages. I'll send you a link. Oh, there's an FAQ. That's useful.
An FAQ?
Yeah.
What's the FAQ?
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Right,
I'll drop you a link. FAQ. Can I print out a copy? Absolutely. Can I repost another website? No. Available as a book? Also no. It's copyright issues. Wow. Yeah, this is incredibly in-depth. This fic clearly blew up. 1.1 million hits.
I feel like the person who did this was like had a toe in publishing or something.
49 chapters.
Fan videos.
What?
Fucking fan
Wait, where's
playlist.
that?
What?
I see fan.
Post-canon hanagram.
I see two separate fan art chapters. Apologies if anyone from the Handball fandom is listening and we weren't aware of this person's game, but yeah, this is clearly very popular.
I'll tell you what though, whenever you enter a fandom, there is always like one or two authors that
completely
seem to
dominate,
just sort of get like celebrity status, as it were. Like if I said George de Vlier,
yeah.
I know there's a fandom out there who go, oh yeah, I remember George. He did Alfie Design Sweetheart. That was amazing.
What was Alfie Design Sweetheart?
That was Germany and Italy fan fiction in Italia. And then he did a America and England one later.
Makes sense.
Which also did quite well.
Okay.
I don't think he finished them though. I think like he quit after a while. The fame became too much.
It's understandable. It brings a lot of toxicity.
It's not. It wasn't even toxicity. I think he was just like. But like loads of fanfiction spin-offs were done off of it.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah, like people doing fanfiction of his fanfiction, man.
Imagine having that kind of impact.
Go on,
good on you, George.
Well done, George.
Incidentally, there are 3,000 Fix It Fics for Lan Zhan and Wei Wuxian. They are heavily fixed. So
yes. Because, I mean, to be fair, the whole thing with that was tragic.
Did they not get together in the end?
Well, in one version they get together, but they leave the mountain and go travelling and leave the kids.
Seems sensible.
And in another version, which is the live action version. Yeah, they just go their separate ways completely.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, because they weren't even allowed to be gay in that one,
yeah,
so you
of
know.
course.
So that's heavily to do with it. What else? Yeah, also the fact that it starts off with Wei Wuxian actually fucking dying at the beginning.
Of course it does, yeah.
Yeah, he dies right at the
about
beginning. So, like, I can imagine that maybe some people took that to heart.
Decided no, actually.
And Lan Zhan, he spent 10 years in a cave in complete isolation grieving.
I mean, who hasn't,
I think
really?
people wanted to fix that as well.
It's under...
I haven't.
One day. One
What are you
day
on
you'll
about?
understand.
Oh, fucking hell.
Instantly. I'm not going to talk about this fic for long because I've just noticed the tag underage sex is in here.
Oh yeah, stay clear of that.
I just wanted to shout out this author because this is a Harry Potter one. It's Hermione, Harry, and Ron, but also Sirius and Remus, and it's a time travel fix-it for all of them. This fic is called Another Chance by Professor Micropenis. And I just wanted to say that's a delightful name. Thank you, Professor Micropenis. They seem to be quite prolific in the Harry Potter.
Just looking down, I've noticed that Fix It Fic Fest has been going on every year.
I'd be curious about that.
Yeah, so there might be one this year, but the last one was 2021.
We should really cover some of these fests every now and again. There's a lot of Harry Potter. There's a lot of Merlin and Arthur, which I think is what started this conversation in the first place. About fix-its. Yeah,
last time, yeah. Because Arthur dies, doesn't he?
I never actually finished it.
No, I mean, like, it's based off Arthur and lore. Arthur always dies.
Yeah, but... I mean, Merlin's always a prequel anyway. I don't think they ever caught up with Arthurian mythology, did they?
Pretty sure they did,
Huh.
in a way. So the idea of Arthur is that, like, he's this king, he's born into his role, he's a good man, but he's got all the challenges of leading a kingdom and wearing the crown and all that shit. And ultimately, you know, he is only a bloke and he does fall to desires which have bad consequences in for him. And ultimately he dies because of them. And because he's only human, every time he comes back, that it's, you know, it's doomed for that to happen again and again and again.
I see.
So yeah, they just sort of ended it on one of his cycles, I guess.
And Merlin just stays around getting progressively older. Till one day they have
I think he just got
Mopey as well. Until eventually it's old man Yaoi.
Yeah. No, because he'll die before Arthur comes back. It's almost like Ragnarok, where everything ends and everything
There's
comes
probably
back
some
again.
kind of inspiration there between them.
Maybe, but it's quite contested whether that's the case.
Oh, I bet.
It's a lot of people see it as it was just this happened this one time, and the reincarnation thing is more symbolic than literal and all that shit. So yeah. Well, K-pop Demon Hunters.
We were on about that before we started recording. It's doing well in the fan. There's like 200 already, and at the time of recording, it came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So that's aggressive writing.
But it makes me worried because I thought K-pop Demon Hunters would be one of those shows that had a good ending, and I immediately stumble across the Fix It fic. It says happy ending.
Spoilers for K-pop boy bands,
like,
but Demon Hunters. No, not well. No, not a happy ending. I'll just say that.
Are you sure?
I mean, I've seen it. Shall we talk spoilers?
No.
Okay.
No.
I would say not a happy ending in that case. They don't get together. I'll say that much.
I bet she. Alright, my guess is they're like, no, we're here to do a job, kill the handsome boy, and they do.
Sure, let's go with that. I mean, that was the ending I was rooting for, to be honest, because...
What, kill the handsome boys?
So one of the team of the K-pop girls, her answer is, no, stick to the job, we just kill him, and I agree with her.
Oh. Why, did you want them to all be Yuri?
No, I just liked her.
Oh, okay.
Of the three of them, she was my favorite. She's like the no nonsense angry one,
Oh, fair play.
whose name
But
escapes me.
are the demon boys actually like proper bad?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're actual demons.
It depends how much spoiler you want me to get into.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not gay, so we'll leave it.
At least one of them isn't gay.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Okay.
It's possible others were. To be fair, of the five,
Oh, James, I've run into 3 in a row of fucking K-pop demon hunters.
it's very prolific.
Like, it only just fucking came out.
I know, right? I just want to check something on K-pop demons very quickly. I won't.
6, 7 K-pop demon hunters. Bloody hell.
Damn. I'm just trying to see if my darling partner has come out of retirement to write for this. Because I know she was considering it. Not yet. But I'll keep an eye out. It's probably one we'll have to talk about inevitably. Just at the trajectory it's going. Like, by a month or two, there'll be a few thousand. If it keeps this up.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll probably do it eventually. But we'll see. Oh, Abby was one of the boys. He's the one with the abs.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember the other ones. But yeah, of the Saja boys, only one of them is really fleshed out as a character. The rest are kind of background, more or less.
Oh, okay.
So it's really just one handsome boy and then 4 scenery pieces. I don't even think they have dialogue, come to think of it.
Alright.
It's pretty much just the main boy that has dialogue. No, they do have dialogue. It's just it's not noteworthy. And of course they have a song. It is a musical, by the way.
Oh.
And their song was fairly catchy. The Demon Boys one. Right, back to yaoi. No, I'm gonna search for yaoi, which was the original plan. I'm just curious, the overlap. Tell you what, I'll do yaoi and fix it. Fix. Oh, interesting. There's only 184 that have both yaoi and fix it as tags. Though that could be just because it's assumed yaoi otherwise. Hello?
I'm listening.
Oh, I hadn't heard you. I was wondering.
No, well, I'm just flicking through things.
It lost you to the yaoi fields.
Yeah, I know, I disassociate like that. Nothing else matters. I go, oh, yaoi.
Understandable. Oh, there is a yaoi couple I really want Fix It Fix for.
Who?
Joseph Joestar and Caesar Zeppeli.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. They deserved
Oh,
so much
God.
better.
They had to kill him or he wouldn't reproduce.
They could have found a way.
I know.
I mean, to be fair, Joseph... Spoilers for all of JoJo. Joseph slept around. Like,
That's why his feelings were hurt.
even if he ended up with Caesar, he probably still would have had kids down the line.
No. I think he did one of those things where you lose someone and you sleep around, you can't get attached to anyone.
Ah. So you think if Caesar survived...
I'm dying on this rock.
Okay, like
Yeah, he would
Caesar.
have stayed loyal. Yeah.
Oh, Caesar.
Caesar! I mean,
fucking
he died
tragic.
with a fucking cross-shaped
know.
fucking bit of rock and everything.
It's incredibly dramatic.
So bad. God, it was bad.
Oh, hang on.
And don't get me started on Jotaro and Kakian.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know if I see them together, though.
I mean, Clamp do.
Of course Clamp do. Who am I to argue with Clamp?
Studio Clamp, let's go.
Sorry, no. My bad. The ones I don't see together is Josuke and his idiot friend whose name escapes me.
Oh, the little one.
No,
Yeah, I know who
the
you
stupid one.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
The one with Zahando.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah,
either.
like they're just good friends in my book.
I see them
Yeah.
more as friends.
And you know what? If any author deserves having a few characters where they are genuinely just friends with no homoerotic undertones, it's probably Hirohiko Araki, because every other male character has a gay bromance going on that he's allowed just one, where they're just friends. Oh, I love seeing posts in There's a subreddit called Men Drawing Women or something like that,
Okay.
where it's to highlight like where men have clearly put horny first and drawn like this horrifically impractical woman.
Oh yeah.
And every now and again, someone will post a character from Stone Ocean, and all the comments are like, "No, this is Iraqi. He gets a pass. He draws men like that too. This isn't him being sexual. He's just like that.
He's just horny on main.
He's not being horny. Well, he is a little bit being horny, but because he does it to the men just as much, if not worse, he kind of gets a pass."
He's living by the
Like,
Final Fantasy rules. Everyone gets sexualized and no one gets away.
Yeah, like, I see a lot of people arguing that, yes, he's allowed to draw horny women because he's drawn so many horny men first that it evens out in its own way.
Mm.
Anyway, let's have a look at Caesar and Joseph. I thought I saw a good one here. I was looking for one with... I've got a domestic one with Josuke in it here as well. Which I guess means canonically he survived?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, this could be cute. If I've understood this correctly. So this is We're Not Dating by writers_haven. By the looks of things, yeah, they've adopted Josuke, I think.
Oh, okay.
The whole thing is Josuke's fault. Joseph thinks furiously, hitting his hand. Caesar's in the kitchen whistling some Italian song as the steak sizzles in the pan. Caesar doesn't like the way cheap stuff tastes. Yeah, they're all just living together. That sounds nice. Caesar survives. They adopt Joseph's bastard son. What more do you want? And there is apparently a whole Seijo's week, which is Caesar and Josuke, which this was written for. I'm glad they get a whole week. They probably deserve more. Okay, what else we got? God, there's a lot of fixes for them.
Well, it was only a matter of time since I found a Sonic the Hedgehog one.
Who's being fixed in Sonic the Hedgehog? Like...
Oh, hang on. I've seen what they've fixed. Maria Robotnik lives.
Oh, yeah, that would take things in a very different angle.
Yeah, it was a Shadow and Sonic fic.
But if Maria doesn't die, then Shadow won't be angsty.
I don't know.
I would have thought so.
I mean, he's always a little bit angsty anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd find something else to be sad about, even if Maria survived. There's got to be something out there for him to be grumpy about.
I mean, I reckon he still would have been tested on and all that shit. But she just didn't.
Yeah, post
die.
the fic. Let's see, because I'm willing to bet that he wouldn't be. He'd find something else to be sad about. That, or he has a completely different personality, and he's just happy Shadow. Which sounds unsettling to me.
I don't think he'll be happy Shadow somehow, you know what I mean?
I kind of want to see that now, though.
What, Happy Shadow?
Yeah, like an AU where it's just nothing went wrong for Shadow. He's not angsty. No one... Maybe
he could not be angsty, but he can just sort of be shy. Like he's sort of like awkward.
Yeah, I'm curious how he would have turned out had Maria lived. But yeah, post the fic. I'll have a skim.
Yeah, hang on, I just need to find it and actually post it in the right one, or else people are going to think I'm mad.
Yeah, that's alright.
Why have you posted a trans Sonic the Hedgehog fic, Grace? I was like, I don't know.
Well, sometimes the world needs to see it.
Oh, what am I putting it in? Part 1.
Talking of, I've got an Omega Kakyoin fic here.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Presumably he's going to lay an egg.
Oh, don't.
At some point.
Yeah, he might, though.
One day we'll do a full episode on that. Damn right. And it may as well be canon. Okay, so this is Honey Walnut Shrimp, Orange Chicken, and a Side of Rice by Kiwi Phrase. It's fluffy, though. That's good. And Maria lives... Hi, I love Panda Express. I did not have Panda Express for over a year. I crave orange chicken, so I wrote this. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm so sorry.
Bless him. I don't even know what half of that is.
Panda Express, I believe, is a Chinese restaurant that we don't have in the UK, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
it's an American one. Yeah.
Ah.
One of the only constants in Shadow's life is Panda Express. He wishes saying so was an exaggeration, but it isn't. He's hungry? Panda Express. Reuniting with an old acquaintance? Express. Grandma's dead? Shadow doesn't even have a grandma. The answer's Panda Express.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious if it's that good. Like...
It's a Chinese restaurant in America, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's true. If any Americans out there listening to this want to weigh in on Panda Express, please do. I'm curious if it is worth the hype that you would visit it after your grandma dies.
Do you know that... Oh my god. Do you know that we're getting a Taco Bell near us at some point?
We actually already have one in Cambridge.
Yeah, but there's one in closer to us.
Ah.
But why?
Whereabouts? I don't know. I mean...
Huntingdon.
I'm up for trying Taco Bell, see if it's any good.
I'm not. I want that fucking chain out of my country.
Wow.
Not another spicy food. It's just... It's always spicy
of course,
food.
yeah.
Stop
yeah,
it.
You're right.
Leave me alone. Not everything
the
has to have
newest...
spice in it.
The newest of the American chains that appeared here was Wendy's, which isn't particularly spicy.
I know, but it's just a fucking burger again.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I want some independent, like, little local people to actually have a fucking shot at putting some love into some food instead of a mega corporation chain.
Okay, when you put it that way, yes, I agree.
God damn.
Yeah, we don't have much going. Yeah. I like niche bakeries.
Exactly, and like think of how nice the food would be around the cinema if you could have like a proper nice place you could just sort of eat out and not like a fucking McDonald's.
God.
Also, like it's part of the reason we're getting really overweight. It's just all the fast food. Have some
also
nice
true.
food. Vegetables.
Yeah.
Why not?
One day.
Okay, yeah, sorry, back to it.
Oh, it's okay. Come to think of it.
My fic would for this country would be less fast food chains.
Oh god. Yeah.
It'll be the
We
most
could do with
boring
something.
fic on AO3, but I will write it.
Oh, okay, you know what? You've got me curious. I'm gonna look for fics involving a Greggs.
What, a Greggs the Bakers?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The one... It's a very British fast food chain.
Yeah. It's a bakery chain, isn't it?
Yes, for those who don't know, a Greggs is probably the largest chain of bakeries in the UK at this point.
It is a poor man's food outlet.
Yeah.
Imagine, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, you've got to Tarmac Road, you nip into a Greggs, you have a sausage roll and like a really shit cup of tea, you smoke a fag, you get on with your job, and that's what Greggs is there for.
A cigarette.
A cigarette. I've got to stop doing that!
Apologies to international listeners, that word means cigarettes over here.
And it has done for longer than your country has been alive.
Also
I'm
true.
Sorry.
Well, that's only true to the Americans. I think there's other countries that use that.
Oh, no, yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't think
point
that's not even true. I'm pretty sure we didn't get tobacco for like a good long time. But
point is, we're not dropping a slur. It's
intentionally.
We're British. It just means cigarette.
Funnily
anyway,
enough, neither is a fag.
That's
a meat
Grace.
pie. It's a meat pie.
Time out.
I'm just saying.
I know it is.
Like, if you want to upset, I'm just saying, I'm just giving the listeners ammunition.
I'm tempted to bleep that word out, you know.
Yeah. Do what you will. You're the one editing.
Okay. Right. Let's find fics about Greggs.
I feel like that's going to be too niche, you know. Will there even be a fic about a Greggs, let alone a fic?
Any guesses? Any guesses?
I'm going to guess if there's any fics about Greggs the Bakers, I'm going to say 10.
You are off by 90%. There's 114.
114?
Yeah.
Greggs the Bakers?
I've got a Neon Genesis Evangelion one up first.
Oh my fucking god.
I know, right?
I mean, I get it, you know, you're up early in the morning fighting angels, and this is the only place fucking open.
So this is called Greg's by Hopeless Banana. Shinji is just trying to do his best at his part-time job at Greg's in a small town in northern England when a mysterious white-haired boy walks in looking for a sausage.
It's sausage, yaoi, not a sausage. Looking
Sorry.
for sausage.
When a mysterious white-haired boy walks in looking for sausage. This is Fix It Yaoi, because while I didn't understand Neon Genesis Evangelion, I know that they were aiming for yaoi between these two, and it didn't work.
Yes.
So, yeah. Right. I love sausage, the boy grinned, reaching across the counter to grab Shinji's hands. Shinji gaped, feeling the surprising coolness of his hands. Thank you, the boy squinted.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Let me get you a sausage roll. That'll be £1.49.
The boy sighed. I liked seeing you holding my sausage. Pause. Roll. He frowned as he handed the money over. Gave him the exact change. The exact change for $1.49 is a feat, if you really think about that. Because that's £1. That's probably 220p's, and then you got to do a 9, so that's what, 5.
I mean,
and 2 2s.
Normally, you'd hand over a £1 and a 50p.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Effort
Kaoru's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's so he doesn't have to. I know why. It's so he doesn't have to go into the till for the change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he would like him to hand him back a 1p piece in a sultry way.
Give him the penny.
Not. Give him a penny. In for a penny, in for a pound. Get it?
Exactly. Anyway, he gets some coffee. He spills the milk, and there's a line of, I want to taste your milk too. And then they pound.
I've got to say, right, the customer service in this is more than what you'd get at a real Greg's.
Definitely. Greg's don't normally bend over backwards to provide you customer service, whereas Shinji here is bending over backwards quite literally.
Oh yeah, on minimum wage.
As he gets pounded on minimum wage. Wait, actually no, who's doing the pounding here? No, it is in fact Shinji getting pounded. If I can paraphrase... No, actually, I'm going to directly quote this fic. Shinji bows deeply as he wishes Kaoru's cock was jammed up his bumhole, and watches him go, before he calls out, Wait, Kaoru-ko, I finish at the same time as my sexual partners. I mean, I finish at 2. Come back and fuck me up the ass. I mean, come back and I'll make you another coffee. We can go on a date.
Wow.
Yeah. Kaoru smiles. I'll see you then, Shinji. Ode to Joy came on the radio. Shinji came in his pants.
Well, fucking hell, what a day.
That is fantastic. There's also a Magnus Archive. This is 5,000 words long. We're pushing 6.
I believe Magnus Archives has a Greg's.
Yes, it's called the Greg's Entity.
Yes.
By Archival Entity.
Send it.
Yeah, go on then. I hope it's written in the format, because then I can do a sketchy John Sims impression.
If there's an evil sausage roll, I'll tell you.
Oh, I hope there's an evil sausage roll.
God, I want there to be an evil sausage roll.
Right, so this is the Greg's Entity. Summary. I want to blame and dedicate this to my friend whose floor I slept on the night this monstrosity was dreamt into creation.
Oh,
For context, I'm writing
premonition.
first chapter. Yeah, that's how all good horror starts, isn't it?
Prophet yaoi.
Mm-hmm.
Prophet Greg's yaoi.
This fic came to them in a dream. The dream happened before I got really into it, and I only listened to episodes 1 to 3. So they listened to the first 3 episodes, had a dream about a Greg's entity, and then they wrote this fic.
I love it.
That's batshit.
Thing is, I tell you, that series did give a lot of people lots of very fucked up dreams and nightmares.
Oh, I bet.
Like, because I once woke up screaming and you were like, oh my
shit,
God.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was a Magnus Archives theme.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
Huh.
It was horrible.
This is very long. And it looks like it's a serious writing as well. Like, I was expecting crack. This seems like... Yeah, this is written in a script format. They go to a Greg's, and horror. It's 5 chapters long. with 2 statements. I'm gonna have to read the Greg's entity on my spare time.
Fucking hell.
What else we got? We've got a My Chemical Romance Greg's fic. We've got a Marvel Cinematic Universe Greg's fic.
How? How does that work?
What's even weirder is that's Bruce Banner / Thor.
You gotta click on it.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll send that over.
Find out what's going on.
I'll send that over.
Okay.
There you go. Nope, that's the wrong one. I've sent the Greg's entity twice. There you go.
At least we won't lose it.
So this is The G's in Greg Stand for Gay by Coming for Some Cake.
Gay
This is
gay S.
Yeah. Goray Gagayas.
Oh. That sounds almost fancy.
Yeah. So this is Crack Alternate Universe Coffee Shop.
By Coming for Some Cake.
I'm going to take an issue here. I don't think Greg's counts as a coffee shop / cafe. I don't think it's classy enough.
But it does sell coffee.
It does sell coffee, but I don't think it's a...
It is. They have seating area in it.
See, if you say coffee shop, there's...
No, listen, bakeries do not have seating.
I suppose so. When I think coffee shop, I imagine somewhere cute and cozy and wooden flooring and
more than one type of coffee.
And like a handsome bishy man in an apron and...
Yeah, but they have recently tried to fucking glow up Greg's.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, they are getting quite... You know, they're not dull and disgusting like they used to be. They've actually put some effort into a lot of them, making them look like coffee shops.
Okay.
Because coffee shops are really popular, so they're just
I may reevaluate that in that case. But in my head, Greg's does... It barely counts as a bakery. I'm not sure I'd count it as coffee shops.
Yeah, it's...
But...
yeah, it really is a poundland of
food. It's like saying a McDonald's is a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't sit right with you to call McDonald's a restaurant. Like, it has all the trappings of a restaurant. But if I said, hey, I'm going to take you to dinner to a restaurant I know.
Yeah.
And then I took you to McDonald's, you'd be livid.
Yeah, you'd be like, how dare this establishment call itself a restaurant? But even though technically it is. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what Greg's is.
That's my issue. No shade to the author. This is just... It's a technicality thing that I'm being nitpicky on. This is also 5 chapters long, by the way.
Beated by my mother. Oh.
Nice.
My mum's read it.
Nice. This is the first fanfic I've written and the first creative writing in 3 years. Fuck GCSE English, am I right?
You're right.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
Yeah, fuck GCSE English. Bruce is on his 4th PhD and is working in Greg's to make ends meet. Thor is a fancy business producer man who visits Greg's every day for that one cute employee. Brackets, it's Bruce. Yeah, that works.
Oh, fucking hell, the sausage roll has gone up since the last fic. That's £1.55 in this one.
What? Oh, inflation. Wait, hang on. I'm going to do something stupid here. This was...
Oh no, it's a hot bake, it's not a sausage roll.
Oh, okay. I was going to do a direct comparison, like what year was this one written versus what year is the other one, and we could kind of piece together what the Greg's price inflation is like.
I genuinely think the last time I went into a Greg's, a steak bake was about £2.
Outrageous.
I know.
Okay, let's have a look. This is written a lot more seriously than I expected from this title.
Well, maybe they're going for
like
more noir vibes since it's a Greg's.
Noir Greg's.
You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not glamorous by any means as a Greg's.
Mm.
It's not like Pret-a-Manger or whatever, is it?
Oh.
Like
this is just a very
that tries to
cute...
be classy, but still shit.
What we're actually getting is some very cute yaoi here.
Which is probably what we'd rather be here for.
Yeah, no, this... I guess you could call it Fix-It yaoi, because Thor and the Hulk didn't really get together otherwise.
Yeah, true.
So
true. I can't wait for Loki to show up and just make their lives miserable, to be honest.
I don't think he's going to
do
it.
Oh no, but like, in a Greg's, I feel like Loki would be fucking team management or something, just that bastard who's not really got much power, but he's got enough just to make your life miserable because he can.
No, I can see that.
absolute middle
I see.
management
Does
character.
Loki show up?
Oh, probably not.
I'm just having a. Let me skim. He won't be at because he's from the producer side for Thor, right?
I don't know. He's Thor's brother,
I'm
so
not seeing any.
you'd thought he'd have a bigger. Someone got Karen in this. I don't know who Karen is.
They get everywhere.
Hmm.
I'm skimming through. I'm not seeing any reference to Loki.
That's alright. We're not here for him, really. Anyway, are we?
He's probably in the prep.
Yeah.
He doesn't strike me as a Greg's kind of man.
Hmm.
Thor does strike me as a Greg's kind of man.
Yeah, absolutely. He's in for the carbs.
Mm-hmm. And pastry.
Huh?
And pastry.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. I've also got... Before we get off this tangent, I have one more. So this is called We Met on That Winter's Day, brackets crack fic. This fic isn't just about Greg's. This is about romancing a Greg's.
What, the shop?
Yeah.
Oh, I've had enough of this for one
We
day.
played a bit of Date Everything earlier, and
now you're doing this to me.
this is a sentient Greg's. Greg's and you are in a loving relationship, and you want to make a huge step in the relationship, but trouble is afoot.
Oh my fucking god.
Notes. Hi, I'm not okay. This was suggested by my friend on Instagram. Blame her. This is by Cut the Stitch, incidentally. Chapter 1. You met Greg's on a blustery winter's day. You dropped your coat in a puddle whilst putting it on. They picked it up and gave it back to you. Your relationship only grew from then on. This is very short. I would like to see more of the Gregs. You told your friend about your plan to ask Greg's to move in with you, and she proclaimed loudly about how she fully supported you and your endeavours, even offering to help ask. No, this is a thing only you can do. Only you can ask. This is your shot, and you're not casting it aside. Greg's is yours, and you will never let them go.
What on earth?
Yeah. Sadly, we're not getting a sequel to this, I don't think. It's been a few years. But I would like to see it continued, because I want to see someone romance a Greg's.
For fuck's sake.
Potentially as a DLC for Date Everything. Where you go to a Greg's and meet a sausage roll. That'd be nice.
No.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Oh no, never mind. It's just come up in the search. There was one written in Russian, and I was very surprised that Greg's is popular enough that it would show up in the Russian-speaking end of AO3. But it was about a character whose name is Greg's.
Okay, makes more
from a separate thing.
Okay.
There's no dedicated tags for Greg's, you see, so I'll just have to use the search bar.
Well, isn't that a shame?
It is, and you too, listening at home, can help expand the Greg's fandom.
Universe.
The Greg's cinematic universe.
Oh, God.
Incidentally, there are no fics for Coupland's, the bakery of my hometown. Disappointing.
Yep, funnily enough.
Even though it is the superior bakery chain.
That may be, but it's not as big as Greg's.
It's not as big, but it's better.
If you say so. This brings us back to the north-south divide me and James have, where he comes from the north, where Coupland's sort of reigns supreme, and then in the south it was Greg's.
It's not even the full north either, it's like the northeast.
Oh.
It's kind of tragic, really. Though Greg's is also a northern bakery.
Yes, but that one had dreams
Founded
and
in
expanded.
Newcastle. It did have dreams, and it succeeded. They're everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
There's one in Heathrow, so the moment you land, you can have a Greg's.
Oh,
yes. Right there.
It's quite funny. If you get on a flight, before you get on the flight and you're waiting just after all the security checks, there's loads of foods and things. And honestly, people in the UK will grab a sausage roll from the Greg's, and then they'll go straight to the Weatherspoons place, and they will sink some pints before they hop on the plane. And it can be 1 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4, 5. Honestly, Brits abroad are fucking nightmare.
We really are.
We get drunk.
I would like to apologise. Let's apologise to every country that has hosted the British.
Yeah, sorry.
At some point.
And you know what? I did the very same on my holiday. Because I wanted
to see what the
fuss was about. I thought to myself, Grace, you're going to go on holiday like a British person. You might as well give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my fucking god, I was fine. And then I got on the plane, and me and the rest of the entire fucking plane got drunk very quickly because apparently high altitudes
Higher up, yeah.
make you get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Is that part of why you're becoming a pilot?
no, I would not dare
Good.
drink while flying a plane.
Don't drink and fly. Okay. Are there any other yaoi couples we should look? We didn't even look into Aziraphale and Crowley yet.
Yeah, we'll save the best till last, eh?
Okay, let's have a look at them now. If I can spell their names. Let me start with Crowley, because I can spell Crowley. Huh. Oh, sorry, wrong Crowley. I see now. There's one of Crowley/Crowley's vessel, and I was like, huh. Is someone that thirsty for David Tennant that they needed two versions of him in this as well as Doctor Who? But it's a supernatural Crowley. There are 72,000 works that are just Aziraphale and Crowley at this point.
Woo.
Yeah. That's not even all the Good Omens.
Oh boy.
Oh, it fucking may as well be. 72,000 in Aziraphale/Crowley. 79,000 in Good Omens.
Fucking hell.
Which means 10%, roughly, 10% of the fics for Good Omens are not about Aziraphale/Crowley.
Bloody fuck.
They take up 90% of the fandom.
What is going on?
That is horny on main. I think what's going on is they need them to smooch again, but this time happier.
Need being the word.
Need is the crucial part. And the fact that I can't believe they left them on such a cliffhanger.
So bad.
There's even some Russian ones on here. We really need to befriend a Russian speaker to look at all this Russian yaoi. Because I bet Russian yaoi fics hit different to Western ones.
I bet it hits rough.
Probably rough, but also soppy, probably more yearning because of how gay rights are in Russia.
Maybe? I mean, we're completely,
I would think so.
spitballing here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No,
I don't know if you've read... I don't know if you've seen that one post, but it's... Someone points out you can tell which country ABO is written in, because American ABO, they've got to pay for the inhibitor drugs, and in other countries it's just free.
I shouldn't laugh, but...
No, it's I find that funny that people can identify the American-made ABO because of how the healthcare system is built into the yaoi, whereas
European
yaoi from other country, European, even Asian AO3, it's just prescribed by the government and you're fine and you don't have to pay for it. Whereas American yaoi has healthcare bills built in. Unlucky.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, I think Russian yaoi probably hits different in similar ways. I'm going to add Fix It to 2,000 works in Aziraphale Crowley that also have Fix It fics.
Fucking it. It's amazing when things get popular, isn't it? See, I really wish I could obsess over a fandom that big, because then I'd never run out of things to stop reading.
Yeah, it'd just keep going.
But I've got this problem where my special interest seems to fall on things with next to no content.
It's niche things. Is it still Center Scorch?
No, that's gone. But
what are we on now?
We're sort of drifting in the abyss at the minute. That's part of the reason why I'm trying to throw myself into hobbies, because I need something because it's getting stressful now.
It's understandable. Well, we can keep trying to introduce you to new things on the off chance it clicks. Yeah, I'm just looking for more Fix-Its. You know what? This is the easiest fix it. I've just seen one where it's after the kiss, they just go, "Do you want to go on a date?" And then Aziraphale goes, "Yes." Okay. And they do.
Yes, that's all we wanted.
And that's it.
That's all they
It's
had
just
to
one
do.
slight... Yeah. If the show just ended with them kissing and saying, "Do you fancy a date?" They go, "Yeah, alright."
Yeah.
And then they just do. And then
Everything-
roll credits.
that would have been. That's all they had to do. It. And they couldn't even do that.
Do you reckon that's what they filmed in the season 3 now film version?
Oh, what? It's just like 10 seconds worth of movie, and they release it, and everyone just loses their minds. Like, yes.
What if it's a minute long? It's Crowley remembering he can just go back in time and like stopping
fuck
himself
off! Can he do
that.
back in time?
And he might. I don't. Well, so supernatural beings in Discworld can do that, and I kind of figure it applies to Good Omens too.
Maybe.
But who knows?
I don't know.
I would find it very funny if the season 3... It's just them waking up and be like, "Oh, it was all a dream." And they just sort of go off.
Yeah, like, I had this horrible dream where you said this to me, and Aziraphale was like, "Oh, I'd never say that to you, darling."
Oh, I
and
wouldn't
they
do that.
snuggle. And that's it.
And then
roll
it's...
credits.
And then it's... then the rest of it is 59 minutes of rough sex.
You know what? Fine. I'd be if
Yeah.
fuck it.
It's a bit of, "Oh, it's all a dream." Oh, fair enough. This
Shag.
59
Now.
minutes of just, like... And we don't even see it. It's just them under the blankets, rummaging around for 59 minutes, occasionally making noises.
And you just know that, like, people would watch
They'd
the
be down, though,
entire
wouldn't
thing.
Yeah,
Like,
just on the off
they-
chance. Yeah.
fuck's sake.
I think the fandom would leave happy with that, to be honest.
I would.
Like, they'd wake up, they're like, "Oh,
I mean,
no?
compared to what we got, yes.
Okay,
I would
yeah.
take 50 minutes of rustling under a blanket than what the fuck just happened back there.
Exactly. I think that works. BBC/Amazon, call me. I could have written season 3 of Good Omens for you.
We just need to hire some fanfic authors at this point. Just like,
They
I feel
do.
like fanfic
I'm
authors would not be expensive to hire. Like,
I mean, we're getting to the point where I'm sure a lot of authors have been hired for doing... Shit, what was it for? There's something where they hired a fanfic author. I don't know which fandom it was. Maybe I'm thinking fan art.
carry on.
I know there was something. There's definitely been a fan art one, because I know someone working on the Fallout TV series was hired because they do a lot of fan art about Fallout.
Oh, okay.
And they're now in the concept studio,
Oh, yeah.
which is why apparently the Death Claws are pretty much guaranteed to be good, because they've done good work on those, at least aesthetically.
Okay, fair play. Well, Venom was a character someone made up, and Marvel bought it off them.
Oh, that's good. That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, fortunately they get no royalties for it. I think that.
I mean, it's a one-off purchase,
Yeah,
so it's better than nothing.
Yeah, but considering what Venom... Yeah, it was like £500, and Venom went absolutely mental. And I would be an alcoholic if my character did that well and I only sold it for £500.
Yeah, for that little, they probably deserve a little bit more. Actually, I think in that situation, the best deal would be the lump sum and also crediting for it.
Yeah.
Because if it does blow up, then
Exposure, please.
You've got £500 and exposure. Whereas if you only sell it for like 10% royalties, whatever, you might not get anything.
True.
So I guess it's yeah.
Is there a Merlin revival going on at the minute? Because I'm looking through all these
I don't
specifics,
know.
and honestly, there's so much fucking Merlin. It's just Merlin and K-pop
The
demon
Merlin
hunters.
Assance. Huh.
And of course a bit of Harry
I don't
Potter.
know.
Yeah, I don't know what's going
I have
on.
no idea. I mean,
It's such a tiny little TV
it's
series.
about time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's massive on the internet for sure. It's coming up on Good Omens size in terms of raw fix.
Fucking hell.
Oh, I'm just gonna have to watch all the Merlin. I'm sorry.
Look out for the door.
The door.
The
The door
the
sound.
creaky
Yes.
door. The only,
You mentioned it last
the only,
episode.
It's so annoying.
Oh.
The only fucking noise the BBC had for a creaky door was the same one.
The same door.
For every door,
I reckon they did it
same
on
creak.
purpose. That feels like an inside joke among the production team.
Maybe, but like once you notice, you will hate the series.
I will say Merlin has a healthier ratio of relationships than Good Omens. Because Merlin and Arthur is roughly half the works.
Is it?
As opposed to 90%.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll say... Fucking hell. Okay, that's weird. There's 2 separate Merlin/Arthur tags. There's one for just Merlin, and then there's just Merlin/Arthur in general. Which I guess includes works based on the Arthurian cycle.
Okay, yeah, it could be also the other BBC Merlin, which was like a Merlin movie where he actually got with a woman.
Good lord.
Well, I mean, Merlin is supposed to be this old man who fancied this 12-year-old princess, so he made himself look young to get with her, and then she found out and became the greatest sorceress villain in Arthurian history, Morgana. As revenge.
Is that the adaptation with Sam Neill?
Yes.
As Merlin? I have seen that one.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Back when you were younger,
little.
It was shit hot.
Yeah. It was shit hot. I should probably rewatch that at some point.
Yeah, they made him into a good guy instead of a bad guy, but, you know, he's supposed to be a bad guy, really, is Merlin.
I was too young to understand it back then.
Yeah.
I just knew that magic was cool.
Yeah, I didn't understand the incest shit back then. Probably shouldn't have been watching at that age, really, because there was.
I'm gonna download that and find it and watch it again.
Yeah.
I don't remember a sex scene. I remember the sword, and that's kind of it.
I think Arthur shagged his half sister.
That sounds like mythology.
Yeah, and then Merlin looked upon the wax and saw him shagging his half sister in wax or whatnot. And was like, oh fuck's sake! One thing I told him not to do. You know.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'll see if... It'll be like watching one... Every now and again I'll watch something from my childhood and it'll unlock hidden memories. And I imagine I'll have a similar experience. Because Are you familiar with Blake 7?
No.
Okay, I watched some of that again. And yeah, it just unlocked shit that I forgot about. It was adjacent to Doctor Who in the 70s.
No, I wasn't around in the 70s.
It was very low budget. I wasn't around in the 70s either, but I had a lot of tapes.
Okay.
And yeah, and I just remember different bits of dialogue had stuck in my brain in ways I hadn't remembered.
Kind of want to rewatch The Magic Roundabout.
Oh, you should.
I'll give it a go.
That was high as balls, I think, from what I remember.
Oh, it was. And it had a really good voice acting cast in it as well. Had fucking Bill Nye in it and shit.
Complete aside, 4,000 works in Blake 7. So maybe we're doing a Blake 7 episode one day, whereupon I will just talk about something you guys haven't seen. That's saying that Nick might have seen Blake 7. That seems like his jam.
How many in The Magic Roundabout?
Oh, go on. Let's have a look.
Probably not as many.
Was that the tune?
I can't remember.
Yeah. The Manège Enchanté, or The Magic Roundabout. Wait, why is it 2005? I don't want that one. I want the original.
Oh, the 2005 one is the one I was thinking of.
Oh, shit. I thought you meant like the old one.
No. I found the old one scary.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant, because it is scary. 66 for the 2005 one.
Wow. I'm surprised it got any, to be honest.
And 7 in the cartoon. I wouldn't call it a cartoon, but I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Let me see what other tags are involved in this. Alternate universe human, explicit language, alcohol, hospitals, soup, illness, friendship, adventure, and travel are the top additional tags.
What the fuck?
There are no explicit ones, you'll be pleased to know.
Oh, thank God.
Though there is...
No.
There is some slash in here. There's
What?
Brian and Dylan.
Oh, right.
31.
Dylan is the rabbit.
Yeah.
I think Brian is the snail.
Well, we found you some very cursed yaoi, I think.
I mean, considering that might be a fix-it fit, because Brian ended up with Ermintrude, I believe.
Oh,
The
weird.
cow.
Yeah, I remember Ermintrude. And there was a guy with springs for legs.
Zebedee.
Zebedee, that was him.
Yeah.
Time for bed, said Zebedee.
The king of spring or whatever the fuck he was, and then he had a evil variant, the winter.
Yeah, the Magic Roundabout was, for those who don't know, the kind of show that you show to traumatize children.
As you should, because everyone needs a bit of trauma.
Yeah.
I watched the live action How to Train Your Dragon the other day.
Oh,
do you know why it's so highly rated?
No.
Because it is practically scene for scene of the original.
I had a feeling it might be. I really don't care for the Disney remakes.
No, I honestly think that the original was better just because the facial expressions and the animation like gave it a lot more life than the live action.
Oh, I can believe it.
And you know what? It was funny because there was these old ladies in the cinema who were with their grandkids, and they're like, well, this isn't really appropriate for children, this children's movie live action. And I was looking at it going, well, actually, yeah, I kind of see it, because the dragons were quite scary.
It's about killing dragons.
Yeah, and like dragons died in it, and like, and yeah, that is actually quite scary. And like the children were actually crying in the cinema, and I was like, yeah, maybe it should have stayed a cartoon.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Also, I can't unhear this. I saw someone make the point. So the main reason, at least I think, that they're doing all these live action things, it's to renew the copyright.
Yeah.
Because then because they've used the story again recently. However, Disney has the rights to the Muppets.
Okay.
And they're currently sat on the Muppets not doing anything. So my proposal is, instead of remaking them in live action, which sucks, they make Muppet versions of their existing tales.
Ooh, that might be interesting.
Yeah, so you could have a Muppet Lion King, or a Muppet How to Train Your Dragon. That sounds great. I'd watch that.
I'd watch a Muppet Lost City of Atlantis.
I would happily watch a Muppet version of The Lost City of Atlantis, yeah. I think I'd cast Miss Piggy as Keita. In fact, Kermit would make a fucking brilliant Miles now I think about it.
Wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Great
You just
Milo.
put some glasses on him, like, they're very similar characters. And then you've got Animal with the dynamite.
Oh god, Jesus, yeah.
You got Sam the Eagle as the villain.
Animal would be Mole.
He would, yeah. Dig, roar. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
It'd be amazing.
Who would they cast as the sexy buff lady?
Are we talking about the mechanic or the blonde woman?
The blonde woman.
I think she may have to be the real person.
Yeah, she'd have to be the one human. Probably
Yeah.
played by... I don't know.
Someone younger than Nicole Kidman, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think Nicole Kidman would play Margot Robbie.
If Margot Robbie can hit the gym for a few months prior to it, then yeah, I think she's got...
Are you joking? She's quite muscular.
Yeah, but she's not built like the commander lady, right?
She wasn't that built.
Was she not? I might just imagine that.
I think you're adding muscle to that woman in your mind, mate.
Maybe. That sounds like a thing I would do.
Yeah. She's just sort of athletic.
What was her name? Helga, that was it.
I think.
Yeah, Helga Sinclair. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that's a Margot Robbie character.
Yeah, I think... As for the commander, do you reckon it would be that dragon?
No, I think that's Sam, the American Eagle.
Oh.
From the Muppets.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm just like... There is a sort of dragony looking one, which is a bit more of a character. But yeah, Sam the Eagle might be better. But he's the main villain. You can't have a Muppet as the main villain, so I think he'd have to be human too.
I suppose so, yeah. Yeah, because in most of the films, it's a human as the villain. If Tim Curry counts as the villain.
I mean, unfortunately, he kind of did, but yeah.
Yeah.
He was so much of a Muppet, then you probably... it's hard to notice.
Oh, I don't know who I'd cast for the main villain. Oh, I'll think on that. Because there's a few people it would work with. You need someone sort of military-looking and villainous. No, I've got it. It's Daniel Craig. It has to be. Daniel Craig. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, yeah. And this means Daniel Craig gets to work with the Muppets.
Oh, yeah.
I think he deserves it. I've seen people asking for a Knives Out film that's also the Muppets, so that Daniel Craig can be solving mysteries surrounded by Muppets. So this could be kind of adjacent to that.
When is the next Knives Out coming out?
It's this year.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm going to look forward to that. I want to see it now.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I still haven't seen the first one yet.
Have you not?
I know, I need to...
We've drifted
We really
heavily
have. One last thing. I saw something I wanted to talk about.
Let me finish.
Here we go. One more thing, then we can wrap up.
Yeah, carry on.
This is what I wanted to talk about. This is Magic Roundabout. This is part of a series called The Magic Roundabout Possible Season 3 Ideas. This is one author just pitching episodes to The Magic Roundabout. There's 57 in this series.
Oh.
The one that stood out that I kind of wanted to dig into, so this is Alternate Universe Human. The only other additional tags are IKEA furniture and lesbian stereotypes.
What?
That's why I'm curious. So this is the summary. Sorry, this is episode 121, Furniture Fumbles, by Galactic Mistake.
Is it that Ermintrude can actually
Brian and
assemble
Dylan
desk?
try constructing a desk. It doesn't work out. Luckily, they have Ermintrude. Warning, lesbian
A
stereotypes.
few minutes later, Ermintrude arrives at a toolbox.
I'm thinking it might be that Ermintrude is a U-Haul lesbian, if I've got my stereotypes correct there.
I think she just builds a desk, mate.
Oh, shit. Where are the lesbian stereotypes? If you're a lesbian and you recognise any of these stereotypes, why not write in to the fanshippingforecast@gmail.com?
I genuinely think it is just having a toolbox and being competent with furniture.
Half an hour later, it couldn't... Yeah, the only other thing that she does is... No, that's Brian that makes some soup. And I didn't think...
Unless it's Florence?
Florence isn't in this.
She's in the next one.
Oh, could be. Let's have a look. Are there more lesbian stereotypes? No, the next one is warning for crude language. Florence, what the fuck are you doing? It's 2:30 p.m. People are trying to sleep. You know what? I admire the commitment of this author to write 57 potential scripts for a Magic Roundabout series.
Yeah. What's going on? Galactic Mistake. That's their name.
Thank you, Galactic Mistake. I barely remember the Magic Roundabout, but I'm glad someone's keeping it alive. There are some odd ideas here. Oh, there's a marijuana episode. That is very in keeping with the Magic Roundabout.
Yeah. The moment we get on the acid, it'll be full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Magic Roundabout.
God, what a weird show. Okay. Is there any more yaoi we want to look into before we wrap up?
I'm so tired and hungover, mate. I can't.
Okay.
I can't do it. I've tried.
Okay. It's okay. What have we learned today?
Gays. Yes, love them.
We learned about the gays.
Hang on, I'm thinking. I learnt that Merlin is still alive and going.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure why. I learnt that the K-pop demon hunters are drastically on the rise on a Fix It Fix, so I'm thinking the ending might not be as good as I thought it might be. Yeah, those are my two main key points.
You'll have to line that up and watch it, and then we can talk about it at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Come to think of it, there's actually not been that much media this year that we've gone, ooh, that's something we're going to have to talk about this year.
Yeah, it's kind of gone off a little bit.
It's been somewhat quiet. There is one, which is Expedition 33.
Oh, yes.
I've not played it yet, so we're not touching it yet.
Okay.
But once I've beaten it, I will sit down, I can tell you everything about it, and it'll be fun, probably.
I heard it's...
I say fun, the first 10 minutes was really sad, so...
Yeah, I've heard about a lot of people, like, doing the beginning, crying, and not picking it up for about a month, and then actually enjoying it.
That's kind of what I've done.
Oh, really?
It's more... So what I did was, I bought it when it came out, because... So the reason I bought it because it came out the same week as the Oblivion remaster, which was a complete surprise to everyone. And I was worried it wouldn't do well, because another big game has just swamped it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see it do well, because it's like a niche indie French first game of the studio. Yes, wanted that to do well. So I bought it, played the prologue, cried like a baby. It's a very sad prologue. And then I realized, this is good. I want to play this. I have 3 other JRPGs on the go right now. So I want to put one of them down before I start a new one.
Yes.
So I've been spending all my time trying to beat Trails of Cold Steel 3, so I can beat that, put it down, and say, great, now I can play Expedition 33.
Yeah.
I'm almost there. And I'll probably have to play the prologue again, and cry like a baby again.
Oh, you big bitch, yes.
It's so sad.
Why
Go
is
watch it on
sad?
YouTube. It's... do you know much about the world?
Yeah, there's a painter, and there's a every year people die a year younger.
Yeah, so the game starts on... Spoilers for Expedition 33. It starts on that painting day, and you play as a guy, his girlfriend is a year older, and it's her turn.
Okay.
And they have like a big goodbye festival for everyone who's about to die that day, and you then swap to play as her, and it's just her going around saying her goodbyes, and then she gets turned into petals, and it's really sad. Just the way it's played out, and there are people blaming her for not having kids yet, and she says, no, I wouldn't want to bring a kid into this world. And at one point you fight a mime, but that's less relevant.
You fight a mime?
Yeah, you fight a mime.
Wow.
And then there's various... I mean, that's an optional side bit, but you can fight a mime during this bit. Yeah, it's just really sad. It's hard to watch, and then you go off and join the expedition because your year is up next. And so you go.
Yeah, interesting that you only decided to go off and try this thing after your missus died.
Well, it's traditional to... Every year an expedition goes, and it's people who are about to have their final year that go.
Oh, okay.
Because you've got the choice in that world. It's either, how do I want to spend my last year? I can either go out fighting, or I can savor the time I have and stay in the town and do anything that I wanted to do before I go out and try and do something stupid. Because no one's returned from an expedition. It's almost certainly a one-way trip.
Okay.
So people don't go until their final year, purely as like a...
One last thing.
So they can get the most out...
Yeah,
enjoy your life before your final year comes.
Okay. A bit like real life,
So
but
that-
you don't know when you're going to die.
Exactly. And, yeah, it's all quite sad. And you get to meet some kids who are part of the last generation, because they're not going to get old enough to become adults.
Yeah. Alright.
Just at the rate time is going. It's very sad stuff. It's very French.
Okay.
It's got that French sadness that all French media has.
What, like Heavy Rain?
Yeah, it's...
But not as weird.
Yeah. Less weird kinks than the Heavy Rain author puts into things.
Good to know.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
Okay.
David Cage. I learned that there's still a Magic Roundabout fandom going.
Yeah.
I learned the Greg's community is going strong on AO3. I hope it gets stronger.
Could you imagine
Maybe next time...
if a Greg's made it to
I'm gonna-
America?
Oh, God, yeah.
Like, instead of American chains coming over here, we introduce them a Greg's, and there's like the full English breakfast, and they essentially get two cigarettes. There we go, got it. 2 cigarettes
Nice.
and an energy drink. And it's like,
So-
it's $2.
One thing I learned on my last holiday overseas, America does have Pret-a-Manger.
I thought Pret a Manger was American.
I think it's French, isn't it?
It's got a French name, but I'm pretty sure it's American.
Let me look it up.
It's a Pret.
It is British.
It's British.
Yeah,
Oh shit. We've infiltrated America using a French name.
a French... Yeah, we sent them British
These
food.
fools, they
by
think
pretending-
they're eating good French food, but it's British food in disguise.
Oh, I bet they do, don't they?
Oh.
They're like,
Oh no!
oh,
We've deceived
oh, gee,
them.
I sure love this full French breakfast with the sausages and the beans. That's really something.
Yeah.
And the guy behind is going, ha 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 ha.
Cockney snickering behind the bar. Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
That
they
shockingly.
they think it's French.
Oh mate, we gone.
Could you imagine the dodgy accents? They go up to the bar and they're saying, "Do you want a la baguette?" And they're just like, "Oh yeah, please, that'd be really great." You know.
I'm picturing Jason Statham wearing a mustache and a stripy shirt and a beret behind the counter, going, "Oui, monsieur."
Oui, monsieur.
Like yeah.
Parlez-vous français? Alright, geezer,
So-
you don't. That's fine.
According to Wikipedia, the bastion of truth,
Yes.
Pretz is in 19 countries.
Oh.
The most bizarre two on this list are Belgium and France, to me.
What's going on?
Like-
Why do the French and Belgians hate themselves? They let a fucking British company
I
go
don't know
over
why they'd go to a British interpretation of French food. That feels like sacrilege.
Yeah. Surely they're
Mm-hmm.
not happy about.
I wouldn't have. Actually, there is a controversies page on the Wikipedia page. It has nothing to do with French people being livid about the addition of Pret to their country. Yeah, 19 countries listed on here. We have Belgium, Canada, France, Dubai, Germany, Greece, Hong Kong, India, Ireland, Italy, Kuwait, Portugal, Qatar, Singapore, Spain, South Africa, and Switzerland.
Okay,
All have
I
Pret.
I think I know where they have Pret. It's
Okay.
just the airports.
Oh, could
It's
be.
just the last. It's just where an English person will have their last taste of English food.
An English person sat down and gone, "We could do with a Pret here."
No,
Could be.
maybe you just don't know.
You might be right. According to this, there's 2 in Los Angeles, 4 in Chicago,
Wow,
60 on the East Coast,
60.
which is where I saw it. Yeah,
What is going on the East Coast?
there's 50 in France. Well, the East Coast where there's a lot of big cities.
Yeah, 60 in
Um,
France.
There's exactly 1 in Belgium,
Yeah, that sounds right.
1 in Germany, 5 in Greece.
Hmm.
Yeah, there you go. Press is out there. Greg's, step your game up. You need to go international.
Oh, Le Greg's.
Introduce everyone to a sausage roll.
They have nice sausage rolls already. They have.
Not in other countries.
Oh, they do. Germany has loads. The best sausage roll
Sorry.
I've ever had in my life
Oh.
was in Germany.
Okay, no, that's fair. Some countries do not have good sausage rolls. Some don't have any sausage rolls at all. And Greg's,
What is this,
step
relief
up.
aid?
Yeah, it is.
It's a really bad way. Like, we care. We're gonna give you a really crap sausage roll. I'd launch myself off a fucking bridge if I would had really.
I mean, if a
I had
better
good-
bakery had the infrastructure, then sure.
Oh, but yeah, exactly. I'd be like, what is this? Like, has my life gotten so bad that I'm being given a Greg's?
Fair. And you know what? There are some places on the East Coast that are better than Greg's.
Well, if you say so.
I mean, notably, there's a fast food
A
place
Pret a
in
Manger.
Philly. Well, yeah, there's the Pret.
There's-
I went to a place, it was called Wawa,
Wow.
and they do very nice sandwiches.
Hmm.
So, if you're in that area, I'd recommend.
Okay. I probably won't be in that area, to be fair.
That's fair. That's to everyone listening.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. I thoroughly enjoyed Wawa. I wish they were in the UK. Taco Bell can fuck off. Wawa, get over here.
What even is Wawa?
It's like a sandwich shop that's also... Okay, imagine, in petrol stations where they've got a bit of a they've got like a supermarket-ish area.
A deli.
Yeah, imagine that, but it's reasonably priced and also a good sandwich shop built in.
Yeah, I can picture it, but it's just gonna it's just gonna end up like a Subway, isn't it?
Imagine good Subway.
I can't. Subway shit.
I know, it's hard to picture, but it is possible, mathematically, to have a good sandwich shop.
The best sandwiches are the ones you make at home.
Well, yeah, that is true. With the bread as soon as you bought it.
Yeah.
While it's still crispy and fresh.
Yeah.
Good advice. You learned something today, everyone.
And it costs less to buy it all yourself.
Exactly. And you can do the sausages just the way you like.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, on that note, we should wrap up.
Yeah, don't ban food economics from schools. Good night, everyone.
Oh, pay attention in food economics. I got an E in GCSE
they're getting
for
rid
that.
of food economics in the UK.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's just going to be nutrition. They're stripping out all the kitchens.
That's
in a country
rubbish.
where we're shit at food anyway and we need all the help we can get. We're getting rid of it.
Exactly.
It's so bad. Oh,
yeah.
God.
If I can just channel the spirit of Nick here briefly, not that he's dead, but just imagine I'm calling upon him with my mind.
Yeah.
Back in the 50s, there was also car maintenance in school.
No, really?
Yeah,
That's so
where
useful.
they'd yeah, and they teach you like the basics of car repair and stuff like that. And like how the engine works and how to do the bits that you shouldn't need a mechanic to do.
Yeah, I feel like we've really
like changing the oil.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah. And at some point, the schools just couldn't afford to have a garage on site, so they're just like, nah, scrap that. And I feel like the same thing is happening to the kitchens. And that's tragic.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, we're going downhill. We should not only maintain the kitchens, but also bring back having an on-site garage in schools.
I tell you what, I feel like PSHE just have one...
Mm-hmm.
have like instead of PSHE, call it like a common sense hour.
Yeah.
And
that's kind of what it was meant to be.
You'd essentially just have the groundskeeper, who's a well-rounded person, just tell you how to fucking sort your shit out.
Would you trust your brother, who is a school groundskeeper, to teach that?
He's not a school groundskeeper.
Is he not?
He's a maintenance man.
What's the difference?
Well, he doesn't go anywhere near a school. He doesn't do gardening.
Oh,
'cause
sorry.
It's a shop without a garden.
I thought he was a school maintenance guy.
No, that's a friend. That's a friend's husband. Is a school groundskeeper.
I see. My apologies.
Yeah, he's a fully respectable person. You bastard.
I mean, I disagree with that, but...
No, he is. My brother
isn't
isn't.
in a van. Yeah, I meant your brother.
Yeah, not him. He's fine. My brother is a fucking weirdo, but...
There was a misunderstanding there. I thought you were saying your brother was a respectful man, and that's what I was disagreeing with.
My brother is respectful of other people, but you can't take him seriously because he's a bit mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lives in a van.
He lives in a van.
Yeah. Lunatic.
Not even like a camper van, just a van.
No, just a van.
Just a van.
With a hole in the roof.
Yeah.
He can't drive either.
No, he doesn't have a license. Amazing.
Well, on that note,
yeah,
it's been fun. We should be back to 3 next time.
Okie dokie.
Thank you for listening if you made it this far. Join us next time. Maybe we'll talk about K-pop.
Maybe.
Specifically, K-pop Demon Hunters. Though saying that, BTS are all out of the military now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, with maybe their light will be rekindled and we'll see more of them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe I'll finally find my Jungkook Princess Diana fix. Anyway, thanks for listening. Good night.
Good night.